Perfect. Perfect. So yeah, guys, tonight on this call, we're going to talk about how to put people in the system faster, right? And how you put people in the system faster is the 3 Ps of success. All right, you guys can all write that down. The 3 Ps of success. And if you honestly master these 3 things, you can make $1 million in this industry, right? It's not rocket science. A lot of people think it's so, complicated and just there's all these different variables and pieces when it comes to winning in this industry. Yeah, there's a lot of different things when it comes to success. But I will tell you this, if you can master these 3 skill sets, that you can make a lot of money in this industry. Okay. And so I'm going to tell you what the 3 Ps are, and then I'm going to go into each one of them so you guys kind of understand the best way to approach it. Okay. So here's the 3 Ps for success. You've got prospecting, you've got presenting, and you've got promoting. You can write those 3 down. Write down the 3 Ps for success and right underneath it, write prospecting, presenting, and promoting. These are the 3 things that if you get very, very good at, you can make a lot of money in anything that you do, right? It doesn't matter what you're doing. If you get good at these 3 things, you can make a lot of money doing it. All right. And so I'll start with prospecting. And this may be probably the most valuable part of the call because I know a lot of people, struggle or have reached out to me at least and told me that they're struggling with inviting. They're struggling with having people to show, right? And the first thing that I'll say about that is it goes back to the excitement and the energy, right? You have to be the type of person that people want to follow. And I'm just telling you this, if you're not caring about your health, if you're not caring about your appearance, if you're not caring about your mental, your mental awareness, your emotional intelligence, if you're not caring about these things, then people aren't going to want to follow you, right? If you have poor emotional intelligence, you constantly are reacting to situations, people are going to be turned off by that, right? Because like, wow, that person can't really control themselves, right? If you have poor, mental awareness, right? You can't really think for yourself. You can't really, talk with confidence or walk with confidence, right? If your mental awareness is low, people aren't really going to want to follow you, right? And same with your appearance, right? I'm not saying you have to look like Angelina Jolie or Brad Pitt, all right? But you do have to at least clean up a little bit, all right? When you get up in the morning, when I get up in the morning, I look in the mirror. I fix my hair a little bit. I wash my face. I brush my teeth. And no, I'm not a fitness model, but I make sure that I look good. Because how are people gonna, if I look like a slob, if I just look like a slob all day, are people gonna really want to follow me? I want to make sure that I am so ready that if I were to get a call from, imagine this, guys, 24/7, from when you wake up to when you go to bed. Imagine if you were to get a FaceTime call from the person that's going to explode, that next person that's going to explode your business, that's going to catapult your organization to the moon. Just imagine that. Would some of you be in trouble right now, right? Would some of you be in trouble throughout the day if that prospect who's going to change your business and your income forever, if they were to FaceTime you at any given point during the day, would you be in trouble, right? Are you mentally ready for it? Is your emotional intelligence high enough to handle it, right? Is your appearance, how do you look? See, it all goes back to what we've talked about before. Your self-image controls everything. And I just posted it yesterday on social media, but your self-image controls how you view yourself, okay? And how you view yourself controls how you act, how you walk, how you talk, how you breathe, how you eat, how you sleep. If you view yourself as an out of shape, broke person, how are you going to act? You're going to act. You're going to eat and work out like an out of shape person. And you're going to talk and react like a broke person. So change the self-image. Change how you view yourself. If you view yourself differently, then you will start to act differently. And if you start to act differently, you will start to attract differently. And that means your prospects. Okay. I mean, me and Alex Diaz is over at my house right now. And we were just talking about, he's like, bro, it's crazy. Like, I've just been so focused on growing myself and becoming a better person. And now I have people coming up to me at the gym, right? I have people coming up to me, talking to me, asking me how I am, starting a conversation with me because of how I walk, because of my appearance. He invested into himself and bought clean gym outfits, so that when he goes to the gym, he looks nice, right? He's not rich by any means. He doesn't have the financial means to go spend money on, 7 different outfits, but he did it anyway because it was an investment into himself. And now he's starting to strike up conversations. He told me that, he just got 3 new contacts at the gym today, right? It all comes down to, how you view yourself, your self-image. If you can view yourself differently, like I said, you'll act, walk, talk, eat, sleep, and breathe differently. And people will take notice of that. When you're having conversations with people over the phone or even over text message, and especially in person, people will take notice of that. And they will be more likely to follow you because you have now become the type of person that people want to follow. Okay. So that's the most important thing when it comes to prospecting. A lot of people don't get this down, and they wonder why they struggle when it comes to prospecting. And that's really the biggest thing. I mean, that is number one. I could go over a lot of tips and tricks on, how to recruit and how to, get people to follow you, and how, the verbiage of different things and whatnot, which I can go over. But the main base of this, when it comes to prospecting, is going to be you becoming just a higher level individual, right? If you can become a higher level individual and believe differently and act differently and talk like you're already a 6-figure earner, you're going to captivate some people, right? And a lot of you may be thinking, well, how do I talk like a 6-figure earner? I promise you, if you start visualizing yourself as a 6-figure earner, you'll be surprised at just the information, the books, the audios, the confidence that just magically appears into your life and helps you become that next level person. But it starts here. Okay. So prospecting, number one, is become a higher level individual, and you will start to recruit higher level individuals. Some of you, I've heard it time and time again. People recruit, people are like, oh, I recruited some people and they're not doing anything, right? Nobody on my team wants to work. Well, if you're a level 2 influence, right? Imagine this. When you put people into the business, and you want to look at it as a scale, people have influence over their contacts, and they either have a level 1 influence all the way to a level 10 influence. Okay. Level 1 influence would be somebody that literally nobody would follow. Like somebody that nobody wants to follow ever in anything. That's a 1. A 10 would be like a Jeff Bezos, an Elon Musk, right? Somebody like those guys who've had a lot of success. They've worked on themselves for years. 2 of the wealthiest guys in the world, not just financially, but spiritually, emotionally, in all aspects, physically, and people would follow them. That's a 10. Okay. Those guys, they could literally, and here's what's crazy, guys. The same people that you're saying don't want to get started, Jeff Bezos could pick up your phone right now. Jeff Bezos could come to your house, pick up your phone, and call all of the people that you've messaged. He could call every single one of them. Go start from A to Z. Start with A. Go Alfred Anderson. And he'd call Alfred and say, hey, Alfred, I just started a business. It's a trading platform. It's going to teach people how to trade. It's $235 to get started. You're going to lock arms with me, and I'm going to teach you what to do. Are you ready to get started? He could say those 2 sentences, 3 sentences. And you know what every single one of your contacts would say? Yeah, I'm ready to get started. Why? Because of influence, right? It's not that people don't want to sign up. Here's me being real and raw, guys. It's not that people don't want to sign up. It's that they don't want to sign up with you. And the sooner that you can swallow that pill and realize that you got to grow, then that is when you will start to improve people signing up into your business. That's what happened to me, guys. Nobody wanted to follow me. And I just had to swallow that pill and realize, man, I got to become a better individual. I got to become a higher level individual. And the only way that that's going to happen is by me spending time around higher level individuals, by me pouring the information, right? Books and audios. They're going to get me to the next level. They're going to teach me the information that I know, how to communicate, how to act, how to walk, how to talk correctly to be a successful human being, right? So that's number one. As far as tips and tricks go, when it comes to inviting, this is the best thing I can say. These are the two most important things. Get excited and cast vision. Okay, write those two things down. When it comes to prospecting people, you need to get excited and cast vision. All right. So I'm going to go through 3 different types of people that you can recruit. All right. The first type of person that you can recruit is called white hot market. White hot market are the people that literally know you, love you, trust you, and respect you the most. People that you could call at 2:00 in the morning and say, hey, I got a flat tire. I need you to come pick me up. They would answer that phone call at 2:00 in the morning and come pick you up. People that basically, if you were in trouble, they got your back. That's your white hot market. All right. People that you know them, they know you, you trust them, they trust you. It's just a strong connection. That is your white hot market. Your white hot market, this is where a lot of people mess up. When you first join this business, those are the people that you need to show first. A lot of you have been avoiding your family and friends, your closest family and friends. You haven't shown them yet. Why? Because you're scared of what they're going to tell you. As soon as you start to be controlled by other people's opinions, that's when you lose the freedom of your life. You can't have freedom in your life if you're always worried about what other people think of you. Other people's opinions don't pay your bills. Other people's opinions don't send your kids to private school. Other people's opinions don't set your parents financially free. Other people's opinions don't get you your dream house and dream car and dream vacations, right? So stop being worried about other people's opinions and just focus on the mission at hand. And when it comes to the mission that you guys have in front of you, right? To whatever your why is, to grow, to have financial freedom, to live a better life, whatever it may be for you, it's different for everybody. That's what you need to focus on. All right. And, I was on a call with Alex Morton. He's a VP of this company, makes a ridiculous amount of money. I was on a call with him on Monday, and, he said something crazy that just hit me. He basically said, you have to get comfortable with getting uncomfortable. You have to get comfortable getting uncomfortable. That's the way you level up in this world. It really is. And so if you guys can get comfortable getting uncomfortable, and you can reach out to those closest friends and family with posture, that's the biggest thing. Excitement, cast vision, and posture. You're excited. You're telling them where you're going with this. Hey, I just found something. It is changing my life, and it's going to set me completely financially free over the next 12 months. You are family. When do you have 30 minutes to check it out? Not do you want to check it out? When do you have 30 minutes? It's not an option. See, you guys are missing out on the closest white hot market to show this business to. It's not an option. Your family and friends, your closest family and friends should have already checked out the information. Why? Because they're your closest friends and family. If they were excited about something, and say, hey, I need to share something with you, you would have already checked it out. Tell them that. Say, yo, if you were excited about something and wanted me to see it, I would have already said yes. What are we talking about? It's 30 minutes of your life. Get on this call. Here's the Zoom link. You make them check it out, right? And when you make them check it out, you make them sign up after that. Yo, we're family. Me and you, we're going to lock arms, do this thing together. I don't care if it's not for you. It's $200. You've spent that on some stupid crap before. You can at least invest into yourself to learn a skill set that's going to change your life. Don't give them an option, guys. It's your closest friends and family. And I'll just tell you this. People that aren't willing to give you 30 minutes of your life or not willing to lock arms with you aren't people that you should be spending time with anyways, right? God didn't give them your vision. They don't understand it because God didn't give them the same vision that he gave you. And so you just have to understand that the right people will come into your business, but you have to become that person that those right people want to follow. So get excited, cast vision, have posture. Don't take no for an answer. See, some of you are treating this like it's an option. Don't make it that way. With your white hot market, it's not an option. Okay. And then there's your warm market. Okay. That's the second type of people. All right. Like I said, there's 3 types of people. First one is white hot market. The second is warm market. Warm market are people that you know, and they know you on a first name basis, but it could be somebody that maybe you haven't talked to in 3 months, or you see them once a month, or you haven't talked to them in 5 years. You know, it's been since high school. But if you were to run into each other, you'd be like, oh, yo, what's going on? So-and-so. And they'd be, oh yeah, what's going on, man? How you been? Right? You know each other. Okay. Whether it's, you see each other once a month, or it's a, person from 5 years ago, it's still an acquaintance, right? It's an acquaintance or a very loose friendship, whatever you want to call it. You guys know each other. All right. Those people, the way you're going to invite them is by caring about them, right? Best saying I've ever heard. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. Some of you are going for the kill, right off the bat. You're saying, yo, man, I know it's been 5 years, but you want to check out my business? Right? You guys are just going for the kill. And that's cool. You can do that. And you can sort through the numbers very, very fast by doing that. Just, pay, send, pay, send, pay, send. You can do that. But you lose the personal, the personal touch of it. And you're going to lose a lot of people. You're going to lose a lot of prospects by doing that. Trust me, I did it. I sent that pre-written copy paste message to thousands of people. And guess what? It worked. I got a crap ton started. But I know down to my core, I probably could have gotten double or triple the amount started if I would have just genuinely been interested and cared about the person before I tried to recruit them or prospect them, right? So when you're talking to people, just send them a quick message. Figure out what they've been posting on social media. If they just posted about their daughter's birthday, right? Oh, hey, Jenny, hope you're doing well. I saw your daughter just had her birthday. She looks super cute. How was that? Right? Easy message to send. She's like, oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Yeah, she had a ton of fun. It was a blast. How have you been? Oh, I've been great. Just building my online business, focusing on my health, and just growing a lot. I've done a lot of growth over the last 6 months. I'm really proud of myself, and excited with where my life's going. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you. Right? It's easy to start a conversation. And then you can literally just at any point during the conversation, you say, look, I know I messaged you just to see how things have been, but real random, I have a question for you, right? And she'll say, yeah, what's up? And then you'll just say, boom, that second text of our invite. All right. Some of you know that we have a 2-step text or a 3-step text, whichever one, you guys use. I know there's a couple different versions of it, but you just send that last text message, right? That second text basically says, You know, hey, I've been working with some really successful people. I'm excited about where my life is headed. And I'm always looking for some sharp individuals to partner with, and your name popped in my head. You know, are you so focused on what you're doing right now that you can't look left or right? Or are you open to checking out what I'm doing? Right? It's very simple. Like, and if you notice, did I mention trading? No, I didn't say anything about trading. You don't have to mention trading. As soon as you mention trading, you're going to lose a lot of people because they get a preconceived idea of what it's about. When they hear trading, they think, oh, this costs money. When they hear trading, they think, oh, charts, graphs, I'm not good with that. When they hear trading, they think, oh, numbers, that's not my thing, right? You're giving people a reason to not check out the information by giving them too much information. You just say, oh, yeah, we trade Forex and crypto and yada, 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 and blah, 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 blah. And you just keep going on and on and on. You're giving them more and more reasons. The more you talk, the more reasons you're giving the person to not see the information. Okay? The best thing that you can do is say less. The best thing you can do is say less. So with your warm market, the people that know you, you know them, figure out a way to start a conversation with them. Okay? Comment on something, you know, that they posted, or, you know, maybe you were talking about something, you know, in a previous conversation and you bring that up again, or whatever. Just start a quick conversation, send a few messages back and forth, you know, 2 to 3 messages, 4 messages, and then just ask them a quick question. You know, hey, I recently started working with some really successful people that are helping elevate my life. I'm really excited about it. Exclamation points, right? We're going to put exclamation points in the chat. Put some exclamation points in the chat. I want to make sure all of you guys' exclamation point button works. Does it work? There we go. I'm seeing some exclamation points. Let's go. See, this is how most people type. What looks better, guys? That? Oh, sorry. I just direct messaged Miranda. My bad, Miranda. Okay. So we're going to retype this. So I'm typing, I'm working with some successful people, period. I'm working with some successful people. What looks better, guys? If you are a prospect getting that message, which one just looks a little bit better? The second one, right? Because you're actually excited about what you're talking about. Stop using periods. I should ban periods. You should, if there was a way to delete my period button from my phone, I would. I literally would. I never use a period. It's crazy. When I'm typing something and I don't want to put an exclamation point, I actually just don't put any punctuation at all. I literally never use a period. Okay? You guys got to get excited. So when you're messaging people, these warm market people, figure out a way to start a conversation with them. All right? And if you're in person, it's the same thing. Oh, nice shoes, man. Where'd you get those? Oh, that's cool. Right? It's you, even if you're talking to somebody that is in your warm market, right? You know them, you know that, you know, they know you. You're like, yo, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Oh, nice shoes, bro. Where'd you get those? You know, oh, it's been a while. How you been? What you been up to? You know, it's somebody that you know. You can just have a conversation with. You say, hey, real quick, you know, I don't know if you knew this, but I started working with some really successful people. I'm really excited about it. You know, I'm looking for some sharp people to partner with, and your name popped in my head. Are you hoping to hopping on a Zoom call and just kind of checking everything out? Maybe for you, may not, but just your name popped in my head and I thought you might want to check it out. Yeah, bro, what is it? Well, look, it's a lot of charts and visuals. So I don't want to get into too much information, just kind of confuse you. But if I send you a Zoom link, you think you can hop on at 9 o'clock tonight? Yeah, for sure. Awesome. It's the same way in person as message. I would say the same thing on Messenger too, right? So you're just figuring out a way to get them on the call with as little information as possible. Now, it gets a little bit tougher as you move further and further away from it being white hot market, right? The white hot market, you don't have to say anything, right? You could call your mom and be like, Mom, you home? She'd be like, yeah, cool, I'm coming over. Click, hang up on her, right? You just drive over there, show her what's going on. That's white hot market, right? Your best friend, John. Yo, John, you home? All right, bro, I'm coming over. See you soon, peace. I don't even need to tell them anything. I'm just gonna go over there and then casually pull up my laptop. Hey, bro, I'm actually working with some really successful people. I'm about to hop on a Zoom call where they're talking about trading. I'm gonna open this up. Let's watch it together. Right? Like you can literally show your top 10 like that. You don't need to say anything. And that's my point. But as you get to like warm market, now you got to give them a little bit more information. Okay. Now you got to say, all right, I'm working with some successful people. I'm excited about it. And, your name popped in my head. I thought you might want to check it out. Maybe for you, may not. Either way is cool. But if I send you the link, will you hop on? Right. And then you get to cold market. Okay. Now, I have a feeling everybody on this call is just super obsessed with cold market, right? They want to reach out to strangers. And here's what I want you to get engraved in your brain. Engrave this in your brain. Cold equals slow. Cold market equals slow business. All right? Just write that down now. Cold market equals slow business. And I'm not saying don't do it. I'm gonna tell you guys what I do when it comes to cold market, because obviously I've been in this industry for 7 years now, and I have to get creative with how I find people to talk to. But I want you guys to know something real quick. I never show somebody that's in my cold market. I will never show somebody that is cold market. Very rarely. I mean, I'll have people reach out to me on Instagram. I'll send a few messages out on Instagram maybe, and, get some responses, and I'll have those people hop on a call, right? Very rare though. 95% of the time, I only show people that are in my white hot market or my warm market. You're thinking like, well, AJ, what if you run out? I never run out. You know why? Because just like Alex did today at the gym, he figured out a way to start conversations with people and get their contacts. Yeah. I mean, literally, you can start a conversation with it. He like commented on somebody's shirt. He's like, oh, you like Gymshark? Right? Like it's a fitness clothing brand. I've commented on people's shoes. I've, pick up basketball. I mean, I've made so many contacts playing pickup basketball with people. I'm like, oh yeah, bro, good playing with you, man. We almost won the game. my shooting's just off today, right? I'm like, you from around here? Oh, good stuff, right? And I'll teach you guys what I use to talk to cold market. But I want you guys to know something. I turn my cold market into warm market before I show them. Okay? Write that down. I turn my cold market into warm market before I show them. All right? And here's what I do. I use something called form, FORM. And you can kind of, use it how you would like to. You can use it however you want to. But this is just kind of how I use it and how I say it. Okay? But you can kind of use your own little flair if you want. So F stands for from. Where are you from? Okay. O stands for occupation. Right? What do you do for a living? R stands for recreation. Right? What do you like to do for fun? And then M stands for message. So here's how I go about forming people. When I'm at the gym, just like Alex did today, and just like I do every day, I figure out something to start a conversation, right? Oh man, you got 3 plates on there today? That's crazy. Is that your PR? Right? I don't know. I'll start a conversation with somebody. Oh man, you like those Nike Air Maxes? I got a pair at home. They kind of wore out. They've been good for you? Oh, good stuff. Whatever. Like I'll literally find anything to comment and talk to people with. And then you just got to go into the form. So you start a conversation, and that conversation could go on forever, right? I mean, you could literally talk. I talked to a dude once about shoes. I commented on his shoes, and we talked about shoes for like 5 minutes, 7 minutes before I even got into forming him. Okay. Like we just talked about shoes. You could talk about anything. Just drag the conversation on. And then you start forming them. Say, well, cool, bro. Hey, are you from around here? Where are you from? Oh, nice, nice. You like that area? That's cool. Yeah, I actually live just down the street. Yeah, like 5 minutes from here. Right off of Barker and Greenfield. Oh, cool. Good stuff, bro. Yeah, man. So what do you do for work? Oh, nice. How long you been doing that? Dang, that's crazy. You like that? Nice, nice. Cool, man. Well, yeah, you come here for fun or what do you do for fun? And, they usually tell you. I was like, oh, cool, bro. Well, hey, it was nice meeting you. Are you on Instagram or Facebook? Let's connect, man. Maybe we can get a lift in sometimes. That's it. I get their Facebook, Instagram. I didn't say anything about trading. Nothing. All right. And sometimes I make the conversation so much about them. I just keep making it about them, about them, about them. 2 reasons. 1, I don't want it to be about me because I don't want them to ask me what I do. I don't want them to really know much about me. I'll tell them little stuff like, oh, I got my son, I live down the road, blah, 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 little stuff, but I don't want to get too in depth, right? Curiosity is your biggest weapon when it comes to this business. Make people curious about what you do and who you are. That's how you keep people interested in you. Okay. But that's number 1. Number 2, I want to talk all about them because it's going to make them feel good. Right? When that conversation gets done, they're going like, wow, that person really cared about me. They were asking a lot of questions about me. They seemed to really care about who I was and what I was doing. That person made me feel good. Write this down. People will never remember what you say to them, but they will always remember how you made them feel. Always. See, I could say something right now that pisses you off, right? And probably 2 months from now, 3 months from now, you won't remember what I said, but you'll remember that I pissed you off, right? And it's the same way the other way around. If I make somebody feel good when I'm talking to them at the gym, we build that first connection. Now I make them feel good. All right. A month from now, when I go to invite them to check out the information, they're not going to remember what I said or what that conversation was about, but they're going to remember like, damn, yeah, that was a cool dude. He made me feel good. I want to talk to this guy some more. Right. So just understand, guys, that when you build that connection with people, they're going to trust you more. And this is where social media comes into play. See, some of you guys are running an online business, but you don't post online, right? Again, I told you I was going to be real and raw. Is that cool? Is that still cool? Give me some 3s in the chat if we're still cool with me being real and raw. All right? Perfect, perfect, perfect. Real and raw. You're running an online business. You should probably post online about your business, right? Post about trading. Don't just, this is the most annoying thing to me in the world. I watch people's stories and it's just real, quote, quote, real, quote. I'm like, bro, you know what you just showed your prospect? That you're scrolling through social media all day. That's what you just showed your prospects, right? They're like, wow, this person really was scrolling through social media and shared a lot of stuff today. That's what they just saw. Turn the camera around, say something positive, show yourself trading on a call, show yourself showing a prospect, show yourself working out, living a healthy, successful life. The best thing I can tell you on social media is live well. People should get to know you on social media. And here's why this is super important, especially if you're doing that cold market prospecting that I just talked about. If you're forming people and at the end of the conversation, you're going, hey, are you on social media? And you're getting their social media. What are they going to go do? They're going to look at your page. They're going to start watching you. So it makes it 10 times more important that you actually have good content. If you don't know what to post, guys, Go look at my social media. Go look at my social media. I will put my Instagram in here. I think I'm maxed out on friends on Facebook, but it's the same stuff on Facebook as it is Instagram. I post the same stories and the same posts on Facebook that are on Instagram. Same exact thing. Okay. So that's my Instagram. You guys can go look at it. Go look at the clean pictures that I post, the captions that I have on those pictures, right? The things that I post on my stories. You guys can see. I mean, I'll literally pull up my story. I'll put myself on the spot here. And you guys will see my story live. Okay, ready? This was almost 24 hours ago. All right, so we got myself doing a presentation on a mentorship call with Alex Morton, trading, a reel with a nice quote that I like, new rank up, a quote, my son doing affirmations this morning, super cute, me turning the camera around and saying something positive, a quote, me working out, me talking to my mentor, me talking to my other mentor, me turning the camera around and talking about the biggest promo that we've ever done. That's probably smart. I mean, we got a big promo going on. You should probably turn the camera around and tell your followers about it, right? The car I want to drive. And that's it. So you guys can see it's not just car. It's not just quote, 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 real. Trading. I am living well. People watch that story and they go, wow, he's working. Oh, his son does affirmations. That's super cool. Wow, that positive message that he just had, that hit me hard. Oh, that quote's good, right? They just see that I'm living well. And so when you prospect these people and they start watching you on social media, even when you just message people, when you're messaging your white hot market, when you're messaging your warm market, what are they going to do when you first hit them up? And you say, oh, it's been a while. What's this person up to? All right, what's this person doing? Let me check their story. Let me check their page. And of course, they go to your page and they see that you just, reposted the latest dog meme, right? That's what they saw. Like, oh, wow, this person wants to recruit me for business, but they're posting memes. And so I'm not trying to be mean or anything like that. I just want you guys to understand that if you want to take this business seriously, you have to become a business owner. You guys are business owners. You guys are running an online business. You have to act like it. You have to start looking like it. I could have easily got it on this call. Guys, I could have easily got on this call in a hoodie. I could have. A hoodie and sweatpants. But you know what? I'm in my nice bird dog shorts. I'm in my nice polo with my chain, and I'm looking good. Why? Because I'm going to act, walk, talk, eat, sleep, breathe like the person that I want to be. So when it comes to prospecting, guys, hopefully that helps. The last two P's I'm going to go through very, very quickly. They're not anything complicated. The prospecting one was the long one because I know a lot of people, are having trouble with that. Type some zeros in the chat if that was helpful. Type some zeros in the chat if that was helpful. Real quick, before I get into presenting or promoting, I'll give anybody 20 seconds to type a question that they have. I will answer any question about prospecting. If you got one, I'll give you 20 to 30 seconds to type something. And if you got a question, I will answer it. Otherwise, I'm going to move on to presenting and promoting. Give you 15 to 20 more seconds here if you got a question. No questions, no questions. How do you deal with a family that freaks out negatively about the opportunity? You go win. You go win. My mom thought this was a pyramid scheme until January. I've been in the industry for 7 years, y'all. And she thought this was illegal until January of this year. So you're talking about over 6 years, she didn't think this worked. And she saw the money that I started making. I didn't convince her, right? She said, how'd you convince her it wasn't? I didn't. When you start getting paid, when you walk away from your job, when you start traveling around the world, when you pick up an Italian sports car, when you move into a nice apartment, you send your son to private school, people start to take notice, right? We're not looking for the people that are skeptical. We're looking for the people that want to do this. You can't say the wrong thing. I know I went over a lot of information on how to reach out to people, but I want you guys to understand, you can't say the wrong thing to the right person. There's people out here, in this world that were on their hands and knees last night praying for an opportunity. And by you only hitting up 7 people a day, 15 people a day, you're robbing that person of the opportunity. Go hit up 100 people a day, 200 people a day. Go change somebody's life. That's what I did. I wasn't worried about the 198 people that didn't respond to my message. I was worried about the 2 that did, that checked out the opportunity, and that one person that said yes. I said, let's go. Let's run. I'm going to teach you everything that you know. You just got started with me. I'm going to show you why you didn't make a mistake. I'm going to teach you everything that you know, that you need to know to win. All right. And so that's how you don't focus on the haters, guys. You don't focus on the haters. You don't focus on the people that don't want to do this, because what you give attention to, you attract. Energy flows where attention goes. Whatever you're putting attention towards, if you're putting attention towards negativity, towards people not signing up, towards people not responding, guess what? People are going to keep not responding. People are going to keep not signing up. You're going to get more negativity. Energy flows where attention goes. So just focus on the people that do want to do this, that are excited about it. How do you build the status of a leader so people would want to follow? What did you do when you first started? That doesn't have to really have to do with prospecting, but I will answer that question. When it comes to being a leader, it's not something that you get. It's something that you earn, right? And you earn, the status of a leader, I guess, by inspiring, right? You can't just one day just call yourself a leader. When you'll know when you're a leader, because you'll have inspired people to take action. You'll have inspired people to make a change in their life. You'll have inspired people to be a better version of themselves, to want to work with this thing and give them and their families financial freedom. They'll start having success because you're teaching them everything that they need to know. You're not being a dictator. You're not telling them what they have to do. You're inspiring them, showing them what to do. You're showing them what to do. And if they take the wrong step, you're saying, hey, let's course correct. Let's course correct. I do that with my leaders all the time, right? Some of them take the wrong moves and we course correct. And we go over here and then we course correct. We bring everybody back. All right. And the reason why is because if you can get people on the right path and winning, that's how you're going to get more people to follow you. The more success stories you create, right? The more results you get and the more success stories you create, the more people that want to follow you. The more impact that you have in people's lives, the more people want to follow you, right? And so it's crazy. The more I've become a better leader and the more success I've had, obviously the easier it's been for me to recruit as well, because more people want to follow. I reach out to people and they're looking at my lifestyle and the people's lives that I've changed, and they're going, dang, this guy's dope. And I reach out to them about a business opportunity. Like I said, it's the level of influence. When I started this business, I was a level 1 or 2 influence. Nobody wanted to follow me. But now I'm at like a 6 or a 7. And now when I reach out to people, they're going, dang, this dude's reaching out to me. Yeah, I'll hear what he's got to say. Right? What's the big idea? What exactly individuals that we contact today to begin with? Well, sounds like you have not jumped on an overview call. So you should probably jump on an overview call and check out what we do. But I'm glad you're on this call because you're learning a lot of valuable information. So guys, the last 2 P's, all right? The last 2 P's are presenting and promoting. Again, these are all skills that are going to get you paid. Not one. You can't do 2 and not do the 3rd, or, do one of them, but not the other two. You got to do all three. If you want to make a lot of money, you want to make a full-time income in this industry, then you have to do all three. You have to get good at prospecting, and then you have to get good at presenting the information. And I'll just tell you guys this, the biggest thing when it comes to presenting is being educated about your product. So if you guys don't know our product, if you don't know anything about our academy, and that we're teaching people to trade, and that, you know, we have the largest educational platform when it comes to foreign and cryptocurrencies in the world, if you don't know these things, you don't know the facts about the company, the fact that, you know, we did over $300 million last year, the fact that we, you know, have over 400,000 customers in 100 different countries right now, the fact that we're projected to be $1 billion company within the next 12 months. You know, these are facts that you have to know when you're presenting. If you are not educated about the Forex market, right? The fact that it's the largest liquid financial market on the planet. If you're not, you know, educated about the crypto markets, that it's digital currencies, it's a $1 trillion a day market. You know, you have to become educated about these things. And you know how you become educated? You get on the overviews. We do a 3 o'clock, 6 o'clock, and 9 o'clock presentation every single day. And if you're hopping on these overviews, you're going to hear the leaders on this team do the presentations. And guess what? When you hear the presentation over and over and over and over, it's just going to become engraved in your brain. I could put the slides in front of you. After you hop on all 3 overviews for 30 days, 60 days, I could put the slides in front of you, and I bet you could rip out a pretty solid presentation. It's not going to be perfect because everybody's first presentation sucks, but I bet you could get through it. I bet you could get through it pretty well because you're watching overviews. I see so many people, they don't get on the overviews, and I watch their presentation. It is horrendous. They don't even know what they're talking about. They literally don't even know what they're talking about, and they skip half the information that's talked about on the overviews. You have to get on the overviews, guys. That's how you're going to learn how to do the presentation. If you watch successful people and how they maneuver, then you're going to be able to do it better. So this is all I have written down for presenting. Watch, listen, and do. And then repeat. And you guys can write that down on presenting. Watch, listen, do. Every single day. Not every other day. Not once a week. Every single day. You should be watching an overview. You should be listening to an overview. And you should be doing an overview. Watch a presentation. Listen to a presentation. Do a presentation. Every single day. If you do that, I promise you, you will get very educated about the information, and you'll become very knowledgeable about the company, and you'll be able to do the presentation with your eyes closed. Me and Joey now do the presentations. He makes jokes about it. We'll have sporting events up on our phone, literally sitting right here on our laptop while we're going through the slides, right? That's how simple it is to us. We could have, you know, people talking in the background. I can have my son tugging on my shorts, which he's done multiple times. I've even had my son climb up onto my lap and talk to me with his head on my shoulder while I finish doing a presentation. And you know why I can do that? Because I've done it 1,000 times. I've watched, listened, and done thousands of presentations. So you want to get good at the presentation. You want to become educated about the company and the markets that we're trading in and the information. Then plug into the academy, plug into the go live sessions, and plug into the overviews most importantly, so you learn about our company, so you learn and know everything about what we're doing, and you see the presentation. You know, it's crazy. Paul Abulu, some of you may know him. He's a Platinum 1000. You know, it's nuts that guy, when we first put him up to do a presentation on an overview, he literally crushed it. I mean, I was so surprised. And I shouldn't have been surprised because he jumped on every 3, 6, 9 call, whether he had a guest on there or not. He pushed to get a guest on every single 3, 6, 9 call every single day. He did a pretty good job of it, but some days he didn't have guests on there. And so he basically was on every overview call 3 times a day for about 60 days, 2 months. straight. And then the time came where we were kind of scrambling because we didn't have enough speakers or presenters one day. And I was like, Paul, can you step in, bro? We need a sub. And he stepped in and crushed the presentation. Same thing with Matt Werner, right? Matt Werner, he watched me do presentations day after day, year after year, absolutely killed it. And, time came for him to step up as a leader and start doing presentations, crushed it because he watched so many of them. He did so many of them that it was cake for him. So that's pretty much it when it comes to presenting, guys. Watch, listen, and do every single day. And the third skill set that's going to make you a ton of money, right? And actually, if you get so good at this, skill set, you can honestly do anything in this world. You get good at this third skill set, you could honestly become the president of the United States. You could, if you got good enough at it. And it's promoting. It is nuts what can happen to your life and what can happen to your business if you get good at promoting. And here's what I mean by promoting. Okay. Promoting the overview calls, right, to your prospects. Promoting trading calls to your team. Promoting these Thrive calls to everybody. Guys, you got to understand that if your team isn't plugging into these Thrive calls and learning the information, imagine how many people that are on this team that aren't on this call, that aren't getting the information that they need to win at a high level. This is a very valuable call, right? You have to promote these calls. When there's a local event in your market, you're there and promoting it to everyone on your team and every single person that you know. Promote everything, guys. If I can give you guys one tip to winning at a high level in this business, if you don't, if you have no talent, you have no skills, you have no anything, right? Show up. That's it. That's how you win. If you got nothing right now, no contacts, no influence, no skills, no knowledge about this, no anything. You got nothing right now, show up. Show up to every single mentorship call. Show up to every single event. Show up to every single training. Show up to every single trading call, every single overview, every single day, and watch what happens to your life. That's all I did. I wasn't good at this when I first got started, but you know what I did? I showed up. I showed up and I showed up and I showed up. And eventually I started learning the information that I needed in order to win, right? And so here's how you become a good promoter. Promoting comes down to two things. Number one, transferring belief and energy. Write that down. Promoting is transferring belief and energy. So when you're promoting an overview call to your prospect, you need to transfer your belief to your prospect that this can change your life. You need to transfer your energy and how excited you are about this presentation to your prospect. Transfer your belief and energy about this presentation to your prospect. If you're promoting a mentorship call like this or a leadership call that's going to give your team the information that they need in order to win, you need to, sorry about that. You need to transfer the energy and belief that you have in this mentorship call, how much it's changed your life, getting on these calls, the information that you've received, and how much it's going to change their life. And you set the standard that, you do not miss these Thrive calls. That's how you promote. You set the standard, right? If there's a local event, man, this is where you bring people out. Because when people come out to these local events and hear from the top earners in their market, from people that have the same background as them, same age as them, there's nothing special about them, and they're winning at this at a high level, it's going to change their life. They're going to go, oh my gosh, I'm ready for this. This is amazing. So not only are you teaching your team, you got to be at this event because it's life-changing to be there and network with the top earners, but you set the standard of, not only do you not miss an event, but you don't show up alone. You don't show up by yourself. You bring people with you, because that's how your business is going to explode. The trading calls, right? If you want your team to learn how to trade, you promote my Wednesday, 7 p.m. session. I'm going to be a Go Live educator very soon here. And my session times might change. But right now, Wednesday, 7 p.m., I do a basics session that teaches people HFX basics, literally how to use their broker, how to look at cash trap, how to follow along on a trade session. Promote that to your brand new people. Make sure, hey, are you on AJ's session right now? You got to get on. This is where you're going to learn how to trade. This is where you're going to learn the basics. Your brand new people are failing because you're not promoting the correct things to them, right? Your brand new people that you sign up are going to fail if you don't promote the right things to them. Okay? So become knowledgeable about what's going on in the team, which means, again, you got to show up. Show up to what? The Telegram chats also. Show up to the Telegram chats. Be active in the chats. When something gets posted, be fired up about it. Let your team see how excited you are to be a part of this thing. I see so many times, time and time again, I post something, nobody says anything. Comment what you're excited about. Comment what you got value out of, from that video or whatever gets posted. Comment what you're excited about, what trading session you're excited about for the day. If you're excited for Thrive Call, or if you got guests hopping on the overviews later. Be excited in the chats, guys. Show up. Like I said at the beginning of this call, the energy that you put out into the universe is what you get back into your life. Okay? So promoting comes down to transferring your belief and energy. Transferring your belief and energy about whatever it is that you're promoting. Transfer your belief and energy about whatever you're promoting to whoever you're promoting it to. It'll change your life. I promise you that. And here is the last thing about promoting. Make it personal. I see so many people, they put their whole team in a group message and they just blast, Thrive Call tonight, 7 p.m. Don't miss it. You know what your whole team just does? They ignore it. Why? Because you didn't make it personal. Go call every single person that you know and tell them why it's important for them to be on this presentation. Go call every single person on your team and tell them why it's important for them to be on this mentorship call. How is it going to affect their life? Not some bland generalized message, but you're promoting by calling them and going, yo, you need to be on here. This is going to be a life-changing call. These calls have changed my life in such way, this way, this way, and this way. And I think it could really do this, this, and this for you. And they're going to go, wow, this person took the time to call me about this call. It must be important. Let me get on. And when you're on the phone, you set that standard that they don't miss a Thrive call again. Yo, and just so you know, we don't miss these calls. I want you to hop on tonight, but put it in your calendar. Don't ever miss these calls because it's going to change your life, right? That's how you promote, guys. It's transferring belief and energy, but also making it personal. So when you're inviting a prospect to an overview, transfer the belief and energy, but make it personal. How is it going to help them, right? So hopefully this was helpful, guys. Hopefully you got a lot of good information when it comes to prospecting. Hopefully you got a lot of good information when it comes to presenting. Presenting's easy, right? It's just watch, listen, do. But prospecting, right? Prospecting is going to take practice. Prospecting is going to take you getting out of your comfort zone and actually talking to a lot of people. From sun up to sundown, guys, I'm focused on who I can talk to. You have to become consumed with this business if you really want to win. And for me, it shocks me when people don't do what it takes to win. Especially, right, parents. I got a soft spot in my heart for parents that are on this team because I know what it's like to have a kid and want to give them the best life possible. And the next time you think about being lazy, the next time you think about not reaching out to, the amount of people that you're supposed to, you only hit up 10 people today instead of 100. You go a whole day without showing anybody. The next time you do that, just go stand in front of your kid. Go look them in the eyes and tell them that you didn't do what you were supposed to do to give them their dream life today? I'm about to cry myself thinking about it, because I can't do that. I couldn't do that to my son. I could not look him in the eye and go, sorry, buddy, I didn't do what I was supposed to do today so we can live our dream life. Some of you that on this call that aren't parents, you know, maybe you want to give your future family an amazing life. Maybe you want to retire your parents because they did so much for you, or they've been struggling their whole life. Go tonight. If you didn't do what you were supposed to do today, go look them in the eye and say, sorry, mom and dad, I didn't do what I was supposed to do today so I can get you guys out of that shitty job, so I can get you guys out of this crappy house and this crappy car. And I didn't do what I was supposed to do to give you guys everything that you deserve. I'm sorry. I bet you don't have the guts to do it. And if you don't have the guts to do it, then step your work ethic up, right? Because we all have a reason why we're doing this. We all have a strong reason why we want to be successful. And whatever that reason is, it deserves 100% of you every single day. So I appreciate you guys for hopping on. Thrive Call was successful as always. And let's go invite like crazy to this 9:30 call that we got in 1 hour here, guys. Love you guys. We'll talk soon. Peace.